He's pretty much the way to go.
What's going on, Attacker Squad? This is your boy Roman, joined today by Matt Wheaton. And today, for today's topic, we're going to be talking about the wokeness of comics these days. I mean, have you seen, freaking how they're actually trying to make characters gay, bisexual, lesbian?
Yeah, and it isn't even natural either. Like, good God. People think turning Iceman into a fucking into a literal cocksucker is gonna be good for the gay agenda. Like, really?
No, that's not gonna work because basically we just want new original characters, not something, freaking just reskinned and wrapped in the rainbow flag.
Yeah, exactly. We want characters that are actual characters, not fucking caricatures. Do these fucking brainlets not fucking get it?
Exactamundo, my friend. I mean, basically, here's how I look at this. We actually just want something, enjoyable. We don't want, forced agendas, forced identity politics, forced anything shoved down our throats, whether it's actually within freaking video games, whether it's in movies, whether it's comic books, whether it's in TV shows. I mean, at least anime and manga is pretty much, the freaking last bastion of entertainment.
Yeah, and who knows how long that'll last. No thanks to Japan having its own wokey problem.
Yeah, I know. Basically,
I blame Unseen Chungus.
Yeah, Dio's been freaking warning us about that. The cracks in the freaking wall are starting to show. And I'm doing pretty good playing Shadow. As you should know, I've actually left the link in the Discord server, so if you want to come join us, we're the welcome to actually come aboard. But in all seriousness, dude, here's how I see it. We just want, something new, something original, like how Keanu Reeves actually made Berserker.
Yeah, see, that's why indie comics are fucking killing it these days, man. Especially with the likes of Berserker and Gyrion.
Oh, God. It's Dio, and apparently he's actually Slappy from Goosebumps.
Beware, you're in for a scare.
Yeah, simmer down there, howdy doody.
We call it howdy doody, redhead.
I mean, the 90s version of Slappy over the remake Slappy. I mean, that Slappy was actually really that was really scary. But they kind of toned it back for the newer Slappy.
Yeah, and what's funny is my first friend that I ever made back in elementary school. He legit was a ginger, like he had orange hair and green eyes. Like I would either call him Slappy or Nickelodeon because his name was Nicholas. So it's like
Mm-hmm. Oh, also, I do plan on doing a review, but I'm actually going to put this down as a request from you there, Matt. So I just actually had to show
nice.
Yeah. Once again, enjoy it. It's basically a good combination of Star Wars, Armor Trooper Voltons, and a heavy bit of Mobius for good measure.
Awesome. So how is everyone doing tonight? What did y'all guys eat for supper?
I haven't eaten anything since lunch, and
hopefully I'm planning on eating some good buffalo wings with some pizza.
Oh, nice.
Speaking of buffalo love wings. I probably might actually cook them as soon as I'm done with the live stream here. So basically,
buffalo wings are the motherfucking shit there, dog.
Yes.
Yeah.
I really love the honey mustard buffalo wings.
Yeah, I'm more of the mild sauce kind of guy. I would go spice, really hot sauce, but Yeah, I'm too much of a little bitch.
To be fair, I really don't do spicy food when it's
I'm a
hot
glutton
because
for
it
punishment.
just kind of it just kind of feels weird having spicy food when it's hot and stuff. Like it just I don't know, it feels uncomfortable. I mean, I love spicy food, but it's just not when it's 90 degrees outside.
Yeah, unfortunately for me, since it's actually getting a little bit cooler, I'm actually kind of enjoying it. So I'm actually
Oh yeah, I love
I'm
the
a
cool weather. That's why I love fall and spring so much.
So do I. I mean, the only thing summer has going for is hot babes and bikinis.
Damn
oh
fucking straight there, Shimonetta dude.
Yes.
yeah, sadly, that's actually being considered it's actually considered misogynistic and sexist
And
Well,
because
they
fuck,
can.
fuck these man bear pigs, man. Especially the kind of man bear pigs that look like Tipper fucking Gore.
And like, I'm so sorry that we appreciate beautiful women with mummy milkers and a sweet ass, and not ugly, disgusting, grotesque mules like these ugly hags. Like, you need to be attracted to me. Aw, aw.
Yeah,
hell
how
no,
about no? You
oh
crazy
hell
fucking cat
no.
lady.
That's all I gotta say to that. Just
Yeah,
hell
all I
no,
gotta say is this. All I gotta say is this. How about fucking no? You crazy goddamn fucking cat lady.
Yeah, yeah.
Who,
In fact,
mind you, has cats that are named after every single ex and future boyfriend. Come here, Michael. Jonathan, where are you? I need my cigarettes. Let me smoke my 10th pack of cigarettes.
yeah,
Ay, ay, ay.
I need to
yeah.
find a man who thinks my coochie's delicious, even though it looks like a fucking train wreck.
Oh God. But in all seriousness, guys, sadly, freaking Dee Dee's not feeling well, so she can't be here with us today.
Yeah, I don't blame her, man. I mean, having a fucking headache is a fucking bitch.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
hope she gets better.
Same here.
yeah,
Like,
same here.
She's pretty much the heart and soul of this whole powwow we got there.
I know. I agree.
Well, we could still actually have crazy ass shenanigans without her, but
Oh yeah,
she can.
I mean, you still have me, yeah?
Yeah, true. I mean,
yeah.
basically,
You're more the giant cock there, dude.
Ara,
yeah,
ara. Guilty as charged.
yeah. Can't believe this actually just costed me $8 to get it.
What, Gurion?
Yeah,
Oh,
but I gotta say, it
yeah.
was money well spent.
If you're going, yeah, if you were going for the if you were going for the graphic novel, it's more close to $25.
But still,
Hmm.
I just want to get the comic because basically, I just want to check it out and see what it's like. And like I said, I might do a review as soon as I'm done reading it. And I just really want to check it out. And I really like how the art style is.
Yeah, it's basically 80s anime as fuck, dude.
Yeah, in fact, I definitely love the.
Not to mention, not to mention, this looks like a genuinely good, well-made love letter to 80s anime, like say Armor Trooper Voltoms, Space Runaway Ideon, Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam, Super Dimension Fortress Macross, Bubblegum Crisis. Y'all know the deal.
Yeah, definitely. Well, anyway,
To be
let's
fair,
actually pop this open.
mecha anime
The
really isn't
comics
my
now.
style, but mecha anime really isn't my style, but it has what
Oh,
to this.
Ooh. Oh, feels like Cloud City from the Empire Strikes Back. Dude.
Naughty dude. So Halloween is right around the corner.
Yeah, and I'm still working my way through Silent Hill.
Nice. Oh,
And
what's
I'm,
Silent
and I'm
Hill?
actually just contemplating on starting Parasite Eve since it's also perfect for Halloween as well as Christmas.
Sweet. Well, hold on. Which Silent Hill are you playing?
The original.
Nice. Man, it really pissed me off when Konami decided to just say F you to the Silent Hill series. Like, that
Oh
was
yeah.
just, like, why would
Especially
you
when
do that? It is
the
so
PD
damn
actually had
good.
freaking Norman Reedus on it. I mean, basically, I wanted to actually try it because of freaking Norman freaking Reedus.
Yeah.
I mean, I really
Fucking
like the guy.
Konami. Yeah, fucking Konami.
Yeah, I know.
Just,
And they also screwed over Kojima with his work as well, since
Yeah.
it's actually
Konami used to be fucking great. Why aren't they fucking great no more? Oh wait, I forgot. Corporate fucking bullshit.
yep.
exactly. Basically, the corporations just tend to screw people over. Well, they run off with the money, and we get the short end of the stick.
And mind you, folks, there is a huge difference between capitalism and corporatism. Like a country mile difference, even.
Yeah. And it sucks that we could have gotten so many good games like Silent Hill, but because corporations have to be stupid, they, either quit it or they go absolutely bankrupt because of dumb decisions.
Exactly.
Oh, by the way, did you hear about the Memazon? I don't know if I told
The
Matt this, but the
the
Memazon.
Amazon?
Huh? No, 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 no. Okay, so get this. Now, first off, you do know the law of Wonder Woman, right? Like, every woman on Paradise Island is made not only for women, but the gods made the Amazons women, so there's no men. And so, what the comic creators decided to do was make a man. They got Bia, the trans black woman. My name
Oh,
is
you gotta
Bia.
be fucking kidding me. Hey, DC! Wonder why your sales are dropping? This is why!
And what's funny is you get these snowflakes who are saying, "Oh my God, I feel so seen. I feel seen right now. My check mark has been seen."
Yeah. To these people, I boldly lift my middle finger of doom.
That's what I want to do, those people. Just snap them out of existence.
That was pretty much the best part of Infinity War.
And what's funny is that these people keep saying trans women are women, and yes, trans women are
No,
women,
they
but
are fucking not there. Just because you cut your goddamn pecker off and give yourself some silicone boobs, you ain't no fucking chick.
and the thing is,
Hang on.
if women are created by the gods, then they would be women, period. Like the lore itself is on Paradise Island, all the women are made by the gods. In other words, every woman is a 100% legit woman. But because
Yeah,
of these special little snowflakes, I got to check off my little, I got to check off my, check mark to make sure I feel seen.
yeah. It's just stupid
Isn't
how
that,
freaking
isn't that real, what the definition of narcissism is all about?
Yes, I mean that's what these losers are. They're nothing but a bunch of morbidly obese, rainbow-colored, neck-bearded, pink-haired land whales with frickin' man boobs the size of truck tires who have no lives, All they do is live in their parents' basement and read if they don't see the special little snowflake selves on a kid's cartoon show. I mean, my God, I really wish Dee was here because what I'm about to throw out there is something I want to hear her opinion on. But this whole obsession, this fetishization of prom is so damn annoying because you have these idiots sitting there going, we need a prom in our little kids' cartoon show. And his thing, and Shira or Riva, I they have the princess prom. Mind you, they're all adults except for Froster, who is a 10-year-old or whatever. But still, they're all adults, and yet you're going to have a prom for adults. What the
Yeah,
hell?
that's just
Call it
stupid.
a ball.
Yeah, that is
And then,
fucking retarded.
and then you got D&D with the prom. Like, yeah, when I think of Dungeons and
Yeah,
Dragons,
oh yeah, about Dungeons and Dragons. Let me tell y'all about this wonderful fucking character they come up with called Thacker the Clown.
oh God, I watched Clownfish TV. Yeah, like he's
Yeah,
supposed to be an FU. He's supposed to be us, air quotes there. And
Yeah,
how much
that's
would I
why
bet if we?
that kind of makes me want to play second edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
How much would I bet if we were
Because
to make?
fuck the Watsy.
How much would I bet if you were to make a character that is a hybrid of a humpback whale and a woman, and say this is the Wowman, aka Wowman, ha ha ha. The Wokies would be like, this is offensive to milady.
yeah. Who,
Well, f
Dude,
you.
I'm all for TSR making the whaleman for us to fucking harpoon. Kind of like how the Japanese do it in South Park.
yeah,
But no,
and
it's just
basically, I just love how they actually freaking make fun of whale words at it as well. You know, freaking.
Oh yeah! Oh god damn, that is so good. I mean, god damn, Whale
you know
Wars
what's
was such a fucking shit show.
you
Oh
know
my
my old man, he was watching World Wars too, and like he had the same issues. Like, wait a minute, why the hell are you on these people's side and shit, stopping them? Like, this is their thing. This is what they do. I mean, I do agree.
yeah,
Don't hunt whales into endangerment. I do stand by that. But at the same time, if you're doing it's just like these idiots who are sitting there complaining about some places in Asia where they eat dog. Hell, there's even a place in Africa where they eat dog. You got these animal
yeah,
lovers who are like, oh my God, this is not okay.
yeah.
Like, chill.
Especially when you live in a third world fucking nation.
And not just that, but this is
You
their
kind of have
culture.
to look for other ways of sustenance, man.
And not just
Sometimes,
that, but and I
yeah.
mean, you got oh,
Oh, sorry. You go
uh,
ahead.
well, what I was going to say was you got like in South America, like Brazil, they eat guinea pig brain, which here in the West, guinea pigs are a pet, but yet it's like it's okay because that's their culture. It's just like a Indian, from India cannot sit there and point at Americans and say, "Hey, stop eating beef." No, this is our culture. It's our thing. We eat beef. You don't have to eat beef. You can be in your country that doesn't eat beef and do your own thing.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Like,
in India, mind you, cows are actually considered sacred.
exactly. It's like, I mean, what
Yeah,
business?
yeah, about speaking of sacred cows, I wonder what Indians would think Tricklypuff. Honk,
Huh.
honk.
But no, it's
Oh
like,
god.
what business do you have pointing at another country saying, "Hey, stop eating this and stop doing this"? That's none of your business. That's none of your business, nor your concern. You stay on your side of the road and take care of what is yours, right? Like in Britain, they eat horses. Alright? Here it's illegal. I think it's illegal to eat horses in America. But, in Britain they eat horses. And that's okay because, again, that's their country. They do their own thing.
I
Just
didn't
like
know
how
they actually
people,
eat horses. I thought a lot of British guys were mostly equestrian.
To be fair, it's kind of like, wasn't Britain? Like, I know there's a place in this world you can eat meat that comes from the horse's neck. I think it was Britain.
yeah. Basically, let me just actually say something here, and I hate to actually cut you off, Io, but I want to add this right here. We actually need to leave Japan alone and let their culture be what it is. But thanks to all these freaking wokies out there, they're just trying to force their little agendas into Japan, trying to actually ruin it from the inside out. It's just
Exactly.
absolutely
Once
ridiculous.
again, with feeling, I blame Big Chunk. I blame unseen fucking Chungus.
And what was funny is this fat loser, and you know what? I hope to God or gods or whoever is watching, any higher power. I hope Unseen at Japan sees this because let me tell you, you disgusting, grotesque, morbidly obese, fucking fat ass in a suit with a damn face that looks like Uncle Fester Gene Splice with a damn blobfish. You do not speak for Japan. The people of Japan have even laughed at you and told you and any other gaijin to shut up. I mean, hell, this fat loser was laughed at on his favorite, Japanese news station because he was bringing up the Uzaki-chan, and the only thing he could say against was, "This is weeaboo talk. This is weeb talk." It's like, no, it's
Man,
not a big deal. Movies exist. Calm down, you fat loser. I mean, my God, if instead of being concerned with a fucking cartoon character, why don't you be more concerned with trying to please your wife, who I guarantee you is still wondering to this day what good dick feels like?
Oh,
oh yeah. Come to think of it, I'm starting to wonder if he's actually racist and fucking doesn't give a fuck about it.
It wouldn't surprise me because he has a huge ass ego that's just as big as his bald ass head. He deems himself as the savior of Japan, where it has to abide by him. Like he's even gone on record saying, "I know a lot of kanji more than any Japanese person knows." Well, here's the thing, you fat loser. Kanji is important, but not all important. All you really need to know about kanji in Japan is the basics. What is food? What is the restroom? What is a house? Things that you need to know in order to survive. You don't need to know what the kanji for elephant is. You don't need to know the kanji for Antarctica. You need to know the basics of living in Japan. That's the only kanji that you really, really need to focus on. But this fucking fat ass Uncle Fester reject is sitting there going, but I know everything of Japan. And oh, by the way, it was so fucking funny as when the coup was happening, the beer bug. When that shit was happening, he made his little article, alright, but his article was only about, how it's affecting women and children. Nothing on the men. Mind you, he's a male feminist.
and yet,
Yeah,
freaking male
I think
should
we all know the
be
track
a
record for
red
male.
flag.
Yeah, I think we
Exactly.
all know the track record for male feminists and being celibate.
Yeah, I mean, what's surprising? I guarantee you, here's what probably happens with him and his old lady. Either A, he's just a beta ass. I mean, he's still a beta ass male, regardless of what he does. But he's just a beta ass male that just goes, "Yes, milady. Yes, milady. May I have some coochie now?" and she just sits there and drinks her Jesus juice, saying, "Damn, how come I couldn't marry a real man with a good dick?" Or he is,
Oh, dude.
or
I
he
actually feel for the waifu in this situation. Like, goddamn, she drew the she drew the genetics short straw in this one.
yes, or he is an abusive asshole who probably is being mean, which real good there, unseen nutsack, real good. But if that is the case, I hope she and her child gets out of there. And let's talk about little Timmy for one moment, okay? I feel sorry for this kid, right? Because this kid doesn't have a real dad. He has a real mother, hopefully, probably, the mom herself. But I guarantee you, this kid is not growing up with a dad, right? Like either he or she, we don't know the gender, but either way, if they ask, "Daddy, can we go play baseball?" This little limp dick bitch will probably just sit there and say, "No, son, I can't throw a ball. I might break my pinky finger because I'm a delicate little snowflake." Or if it is a girl and she's like, "Daddy, can we go have a tea party?" The fat loser will probably be like, "No, my little girl. Tea burns my sensitive throat and tongue." Like he has to drink water, which is like table hot sauce to this loser.
Damn.
I guarantee you,
This
this.
fucking Imagine being this fucking frail. Woo!
I guarantee you, this loser is a sorry excuse for dad, as he is a husband, and I hope he sees this. Because I just want to say one thing to you, you sad, pathetic, bald little man. Just because you got big brain stuff all about Japan doesn't mean shit. Japan, the people can't stand you. The people look at you and say you're a gaijin. People in Japan hate it when outsiders sit there and try to help them as if they're the white saviors or whatever. You are doing nothing more but being a burden. And before you come up here saying, "Well, I did that testing if Japanese people were offended by the Uzaki-chan poster," yeah, what you did was nothing more but a confirmation bias. You asked people who did have an issue, but you never asked one person who didn't have an issue, because that would have destroyed your stupid little agenda, you sad, limp dick, spineless, ballless, bald-headed, ugly-ass, disgusting, worthless, sorry excuse for a man.
What up, Silent Joker?
Not much.
He's
I'm a
not
little bored
joking.
right now.
Oh my god, I love Blair.
Well, I got a couple of them now, so I'm like, might as well use Blair since we're in the month of horror.
Nice. And also, just in case you're wondering, we're all stepping on the face. I would say stepping on unseen Chungus's balls, but again, that lip dick bitch ain't got shit. So we're all just stepping all over unseen Japan's name, because let's face it, this loser ain't the voice of Japan. He's not the savior of the people. He is just a sad, pathetic gaijin who has no clue what he's doing, and he is a terrible excuse of a man, of a father, and of a husband.
Correct.
And not just that, but if I'm not mistaken, the loser said he was bisexual. If I'm not mistaken, listen up. You're not a part of my fucking community. You're not a part of mine and Dee Dee's community, you loser. Don't you ever step in our lane. In the words of Dee Dee, you can suck my clit.
Yeah, you better stay the fuck away from our family, especially the cute ones.
Man, I'm pretty sure
Right.
no fucking any femboy wants to look at that ugly ass. Like you gotta remember. When it comes to femboys, we like pretty and cute, and unseen Japan is pretty atrocious.
Yeah,
Daring
I just want to feel like the freaking Markiplier meme where he's actually like standing there, but have it like as Unseen Japan just coming up and be like, ah, good God, it's hideous. But beautifully lovely way.
Yes.
Mostly hideous.
I mean, you've seen this man's picture, right? I know you did, Mr. A, but did anyone else see this disgusting man's picture? Like, he has this one image where he looks like he's like, huh? Like, he's confused and bewildered. And it's just the ugliest sight. He looks like a Professor Gene Splice with a damn blobfish. And it's the ugliest, saddest thing ever.
Yeah. So, Unseen Chungus, in closing, there is only one place for you, fit for you, and nope, it's not the coastal waters of Japan. You've already soured that. You already fucked that one up. Nope. Your ass is going to Detroit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Because that's where he belongs. He does not belong in Japan. And again, I hope his wife finds some real good dick. Because you know as well as I do, she ain't getting any kind of dick with this little bitch.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I mean, Unseen Japan walks up and pulls down his pants, and there's nothing but smooth. It's like a Ken doll or Mr. Smoothie from Happy. That's what's going on with Unseen Chungus.
Oh God. Please don't put any images in my head anymore, okay? I don't want to think about
also, Mr. A, I don't know if you know this, but
material do you have, Dino? How many material do you have of this?
Man, I got a truckload.
We're gonna be here all night then if we listen to all of your jokes.
We're gonna be here all night, folks. Oh no. I'm here all night, folks. And hey, it's appropriate because I am a dummy.
I
I mean, you see my avatar, don't you know what it is?
Yeah, from Goosebumps.
Yeah.
Slappy, not happy. Dude, I just couldn't resist saying that.
Now let's change the subject for one moment. Let's not talk about Goosebumps for a second. Let's talk about something fun. So, favorite monster and favorite episode. Of course, mine would be Slappy and Night of the Living Dummy. I also like the Scarecrow's Walk at Midnight, and what's the other one? Crap. The one with the gumbo, with the monster that eats the gumbo and it. Wait, hold on. No, that's not. That was
the
All
day
You
that the blob ate everything or something? No, that can't be it.
No. I think I'm thinking of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Oh,
no,
Leo, what's up?
What's up,
Hey,
dude?
Neil. Hey, Bill.
If you hear something in the back, guys. If you hear something in the back, don't worry about it. You know, like I said, jigaboo and yelling out. Yeah. But pretty much, I was on Twitter. Everybody's going the fuck off over Caulifla versus Gogeta, man. I was in there. You know, I was actually like tweeting something on there. Like, Mr. A, did you catch it? Did you catch the tweet that I put up there?
I haven't been on Twitter as much because I've actually been out. I've been out on the town actually trying to do some grocery shopping.
Just get some booty.
Yeah.
I'm always getting some of that booty.
Well, here's the thing. I'm not always on Twitter, and I'm not always on the computer, you know. And when I am on, you know, I usually just try to freaking, you know, create my stuff. But like I said, I went on here today, and there was people just going crazy over Caulifla versus Gogeta Super Saiyan 4. I was like, are you serious? There's people who's literally saying Caulifla will win. I was like, oh my fucking God. You know, it was fucking crazy. It got out of hand really fucking fast. like really fucking
Yeah, that's
fast.
why I absolutely hate death battles and shit like that because it brings up the most
Yeah.
toxic and annoying ass motherfuckers.
It's supposed to be just for
Yeah,
fun. Let's just have fun.
I usually avoid death battles like the plague, especially the part where it's Gundam versus Gundam, where OMG, Barbados is gonna kick Turner's ass.
Oh, by the way, Dio, you missed it, dude. I was roasting the shit out of Unseen Japan, aka Unseen
was.
Nutsack.
And then I asked him how
Well,
much
I'm
material
sorry.
does he
Oh my
have.
God, these motherfuckers!
Truckload.
How? Like I said, maybe this is not the best time for me to be on here. Maybe because maybe you can't hear them, but like I said,
I mean, I can't really hear, so like, I mean,
I can't hear shit, dude.
okay, cool.
neither can I.
Because yeah, man.
yeah, you're good. So I mean, it's all good in the neighborhood.
Yeah, we're all good.
also, yeah. So about that thing
Yeah,
that
the
we
blob that ate everyone. Goosebumps.
can I about the thing that was we was talking about yesterday about the coming together and making like a comic book publishing company or something where it'll get people looking. You guys still want to like I don't know do something like that,
I mean, here's
like,
the thing. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real.
I'm
With
too
you.
busy with the fan project, so I'm like can't commit.
I mean, yeah, I can't really commit because I also have a indie comic idea that I want to do myself. Like, I'm going to be following in Common America and Ray Devil's footsteps, where I'm making my own thing. Because like I got a pretty awesome comic idea, and I want to stick with that.
Boy, here we go.
But I mean, Mr. A, I think probably will be the best bet.
Yeah, because
that
I'm actually on
I
board for
actually came up with my own ideas some years ago about some characters I've created, and I think it'll be really interesting, like you know, to finish it up. It was a crossover story. You know how Kingdom Hearts is, but
Uh-huh.
but I'm gonna start it off where it's like they're these particular characters are discovering their powers first. I'm gonna flesh them out first, you know, and do some stuff. Then I will do the crossover stuff because I want my characters to be fleshed out. I don't just want them to be solely for the crossovers. I just want them to be, you know, I want them to grow on the person that's looking at them or, whatever and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my own fan project with the Killer Critic, and oof, he just put out the trailer for at least just a simple teaser. I thought we were
Are
gonna
you
wait, but
serious?
he decided to go. Here we go. It's in the private chat. Check it out.
Yeah. Also, guys, I actually had this freaking weird dream last night. I felt like I was
Wait a minute,
actually
what
in.
was it?
Okay, so basically, I was kind of like, I felt like I was actually in like a horror movie because like I was being freaking hunted down by Ghostface.
What did I
It's
kill you?
like-
Did I kill you? Did I kill you? Did I kill you?
No, not yet. Besides, what was going
Did I
on?
die
Is,
first?
I was actually completely naked, and like there's like a whole bunch of people that look naked.
God.
Why would you put that in my
Oh,
fucking
dude.
head, man?
Whoa, let me
Why would
finish.
you
Let
put
me
that in
finish.
my
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Okay,
Guys, let me finish, okay?
okay.
Here's what happened. We're all freaking naked. We're all actually in some locker room somewhere. One girl
What?
What the fuck kind of dream is this? What
I don't know.
What's
Okay?
going
I
on
don't
here?
freaking know.
Did we
Okay?
just get done with the workout? We get done with the game?
Okay.
Listen, I'm
So
turning
one
on
girl
DC
actually
World,
opens
so
the door. Freaking ghost. She opens the door, and then, like, out of nowhere, freaking Ghostface actually comes up and slices her throat open, just freaking hauls her body off. And then I was like, freaking getting the door closed and trying to lock it. And he starts freaking. Then Ghostface starts taking his knife and just like trying to jimmy the door open. I'm like, you ain't gonna get in here, use easily, motherfucker. Like, nope. Then the next thing I knew, I was freaking being chased by Chucky the Killer Doll freaking driving a car. Like, okay, this is getting fucking weird.
Wait, are you still naked at this point, or did you at least put on some fucking clothes?
The Chucky part, I actually had freaking clothes on, and I was running like hell away from the car.
Oh, dude. That is one crazy fucking horror movie dreamt up.
I know, right? Also, guys, Casey Schaffer says something. I would like to aid you with these projects if you guys need more assistance with inspections. So, I mean, Neo, there you go, I assume.
I know. Listen, hold on. I gotta do my stuff first. I gotta make it. I gotta make it a concept first, fully. So yeah.
Well, I've been the main editor for Another Time, Another Story, Kingdom Hearts 3. This is like fully written. But trust me, like.
Wait a minute, Kingdom Hearts is not your work though.
It's not, but this is the fan project. This is an alternate retelling of the Kingdom Hearts 3.
Wait a minute, why? I thought Kingdom Hearts 3 was fine the way it was.
Well, that's some people, but this is his project. I was helping out. I'm full on editing the shit. As in, I'm proofreading the script. I'm like, this is good.
Wait a minute.
You gotta change it.
You're an editor?
I'm an editor. Like he gives me the script. Like, here's an idea. What do you think? I'm like, fuck no, I don't like this. Or like, dude, really? Remember how he kept going on about Blaze Blue, about how that one character?
Yeah, Ragnar and all. Yeah.
I'm willing to admit this. There was a few scenes that were like this. I'm like, stop curb stomping, Jesus fucking Christ! I'm like, you gotta build up the tension, the suspension. You gotta actually build up the scene so I can give a damn about these characters.
Exactly. That's how I felt with Makoto.
And that's how I kept fixing a lot of them. I just kept proofreading a lot. I'm like, this idea does not work, or change it. You got to fix it.
Same with Madoka Magic.
The one scene that I'm proud of, we fix Aqua completely. And I brought up a bunch of different movies from a few different scenes. I'm like, couple different video games as well. One of them was like God of War 3. Another one was Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. And we made this scene that fucking slapped. It made me cry at the end. I'm like, this is what Kingdom Hearts 3, a scene would be from Kingdom Hearts. And it made me cry at the end.
Okay, let me tell you, is this like a reboot, or does this still has the Kingdom Hearts aesthetic? It just different.
It's a fan project animation.
Okay.
But it should still feel Kingdom Hearts in a way. It's a slightly darker, a little bit, but it's I mean, like, hey, he's the one that's doing it. He's the boss. I'm just helping out. Am I a producer in a way? In a way, yes. But he just writes the stuff. I just get whatever I can get at the time.
Like I said, when it comes to the stuff I make, I like to make it balanced. See how Bleach has most balanced fights, even though it's imbalanced, they make it look good. You know, see, that's the thing that I'm trying to go with. You know,
we are still keeping a lot of the world still the same. So you still go through Kingdom Corona, Twilight Town, Olympus. There's a couple new ones in there. But a few of them are like specials in a way, where it's like, you're going to be in this world, but it's going to be something that's going to change, diverge a little bit from the story.
Mm-hmm.
There are elements from Union Cross-ish a bit in there, but we'll explain it as we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, by the way, anyone want to
say more as is for
Wait a minute, Matt, what was you trying to say?
Yeah,
I was saying.
Anyone want to hear my idea?
I would say Sora was in Smash Brothers. I'm getting excited, but I'd actually say is instead of was, because he is Smash Brothers.
He is in Smash Brothers. That was dope. That was cool.
Yeah. Also, Matt, what was you gonna?
Yeah. Anyone want to hear my idea?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm back. Now, after you, I want to tell you my story.
Okay, imagine, if you will, an 80s style mecha anime with heavy metal aesthetic and heavy metal iconography.
Yes.
And I'm talking all the good shit like Judas Priest, Motorhead, Iron Maiden,
Yes.
Overkill, all the heavy hitters, man. Not that lame ass new metal shit like Slipknot or Mudvayne or what the fuck ever.
Hold the fuck on. I fucking like new metal, Limp Bizkit, and all of that. I like that shit. Okay, chill out. I like that kind of music.
Yeah, Five Finger Death Punch is more my jam.
Now, I mean, Iron Maiden.
I like
old school
Megadeth
Metallica,
and all of that shit. But
Old
I do
school
like Limp
Metallica.
Bizkit.
and old school Metallica. Now that new
Yeah.
Metallica shit.
Oh god.
Yeah,
Like-
old school Metallica is the only Metallica that exists, if you ask me.
Yes. Again, Iron Maiden, Five Finger Death Punch. I mean,
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Five Finger Death Punch, to be honest.
I prefer all the
So-
classic. I'm a classic rock and roll guy.
Like I said,
Classic.
rap rock, Limp Bizkit, new metal, fucking Slipknot, Corn, and I like that shit. I don't care what people fucking say. That shit is lit. I don't care.
You know what Jack Black
No,
said?
I do like
"You can't
Korn."
do the metal
do.
will live on.
Metal is awesome. There's no way if you can top metal. Like
No.
That's why he's ruling with an iron
Yeah,
fist.
you really gotta listen to some really good metal like Slayer, Sepultura.
Do you like
Some-
what
Slayer?
the fuck do you
Slayer
think I
songs.
listen to all day? Listen,
Well, anyway.
Also, if anybody actually wants to know, my the song of my childhood is actually "Remember Everything" by Five Finger Death Punch.
Nice.
Mm.
But also,
It connects to
Meatloaf.
me because, I still remember all the things that actually happened to me back during my childhood. With me being abused and all that stuff.
Did you fight back in any kind of way?
I wanted to fight back, but I was afraid that my stepdad was going to actually hit me twice as hard.
Yeah, dude, you gotta kind of think about that. Like, you're just a kid, and what are you gonna do to a 200-pound bastard?
Okay, I want to give you an estimate on how strong I am. When I was a little itty bitty kid, there was a dude. He was like 200, almost 300 pounds. I lifted his ass up and I threw him.
Damn.
Well, at least I tossed him off of me. I'm really fucking strong. What I want to be, I'm not always the strongest, but it's inconsistent. But when at max, I'm really, really fucking strong.
And I just have you also gotta remember the bastards also want to kill you too. So
Huh?
you also gotta remember that a lot of these bastards also want to fucking kill you.
Who?
Yeah, those who abused you as a child and shit. Or at least that was the case for me. I've been told multiple times.
I haven't been.
Wait a minute.
No.
What
I
happened
hadn't been really abused.
Anime or Mr. 343?
Taylor, I think you're talking about Mr. A, not me. I didn't have that much of a shitty childhood.
I didn't either. As a matter of fact, my
I
childhood
was
didn't
bullied.
revolve around
I
a lot
was
of abuse.
bullied as a kid, but abused by my parents? Nah.
I was never abused. Like, never.
Never.
I had
Well,
very nice
lucky you
parents.
guys. Well, lucky you.
Considering I'm adopted as well, so.
Yay! It's a party!
Bro.
Hey,
Change
Sonny.
subject. Change subject.
What's up, Sono?
Sono, you should have been here earlier. I was roasting the fuck out of unseen nutsack.
Oh my god.
Ah, dang it, I missed it.
He had a
Yes.
truckload of jokes waiting.
Yes.
He'd be here
Fuck.
forever.
Yeah, and I also shared like a freaking weird ass dream I actually had last night with the guy.
No, we do not dream that
man.
dream up
Oh
again.
my god,
No.
dude.
Don't.
No.
Please do
I
not.
don't know. I'm
No.
sure. I
Yourself up.
completely forgot about it that you were doing it later tonight.
Yeah.
Ow. Oh
Yeah.
god. I think my brain.
But anywho, instead of talking about child abuse and shit like that, let's switch the subject to something.
Can we
Not
not
child
talk
abuse.
about that? That's pretty messed up. I haven't
Yeah.
experienced it, but I don't like talking about people's personal issues like that. Because I have been through stuff, but nothing like to that fucking extreme. It was like minor compared to no, never. I don't want to talk about that with other people. It's personal. And you shouldn't do that on the internet anyway, because then you got these crazy, sick, masturbate all day in their fucking mom's basement ass motherfuckers that'll sit up there and use that against you. So you got to watch what you say on
You
here.
forgot to also mention rainbow neck beards.
Oh yeah, rainbow neck, definitely them. You gotta watch out for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Those
kind of
are
wish
the
I was
worst
here for those
kind.
jokes about that. What's his face?
I see Japan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or as
Listen,
or
I'm really happy that Ruby
Right.
Rose. No, Ruby Rose from what's it, the Bat Girls?
Oh yeah,
Bat-
the CW.
Yeah.
Okay, not
That
that
messed
shitty
up.
Ruby Rose from fucking Ruby. Talking about the real Ruby Rose. I'm glad that she came out and
It's
actually called out the bullshit that WB was doing. I'm glad.
And that's good. That's the step in the right direction.
Good.
It's called
Screw the
poetic
showrunners,
justice.
screw the executives, producers, because this
Yeah,
shit should
but-
not be happening.
All these people are saying fuck this, man. I'm tired of this crap. Everyone is just coming out saying fuck this, and I am appreciating
and
that.
about the whole Ruby Rose thing, and her having the same name as someone from Ruby. You know, it kind of reminds me of the whole Asia Argento thing and High School DxD.
Oh
Oh
god.
jeez.
Oh, yeah.
High School DxD is a classic, one of those itchy things that people used to fucking drool
People
over.
Yeah,
used to
it's very
enjoy that,
good.
but people got brainwashed into fiction affects reality. We gotta censor everything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
those people.
don't even
The reason why
remind me.
manga
Yeah, I
like
mean,
that
all
doesn't
it
work.
is a bunch of disgusting land whales who are just that fictional boobs look better than their fucking
The
udders.
problem is that these land whales have convinced younger generations that what they're saying is true. And those younger generations, they may never change their mind. And when they get into politics, be prepared. Be prepared to fight, because
But
in
guess
20,
what?
30 years down the line, when they become district attorneys, U.S. attorneys, prosecutors of all levels of government, we need to be ready for the fight against obscenity laws. Because this generation, Generation Z, is the one who's going to try and prosecute everyone.
Exactly,
Oh my
and
God,
they
we're-
and again,
A whole army of fucking Jack Thompsons. Jesus.
Exactly. And
If
that's
we're
what
still
we're going to have.
around,
And
we're
they're
gonna
going
get
to be
their asses whipped.
prosecutors. They're going to be legislators. And that's the problem where we're going to have is we're going to have all these activists taking over our government at some point. We need to be prepared to fight, and if necessary, I don't know, it might break into a civil war because there's just nothing, where they're going to have millions of weebs against the U.S. government because these people are going to take over the government.
Well, here's the thing about Gen Z. You have to remember these Gen Z people are really fucking young and they have to be at a certain age. So by the time they're like 30, we're going to be like 60, 80, 70.
I know. Well, the thing is that I was hoping that we'd be just a bit younger, so maybe we could take the fight, actually fight back against
the
them.
thing
Maybe
is,
take a
it
couple
all
of
depends
fucking-
on your genetics if you're going to stay younger. It all depends on genetics. It
Yeah.
all depends on what you
Because-
consume.
because these people at some point, I just hope that their SJW bullshit collapses at some point. The problem
It's
is,
going
even
to
if it
collapse
does,
before these people turn 30. It's already
thing is-
collapsing now.
yes, but
Oh,
these
yeah,
people
guys.
may still believe this shit, and they're gonna get into government, and they're gonna try to push it from the top down, like kind of like when the CCP took over China. They're
Okay,
gonna become
guys,
sleeper cells.
One thing I want to throw at you. I see this post on Twitter a couple of days ago, and it's so stupid. So there's this idiot who was saying, "What is pedophilia?" Now, the first thing that is on this image is true. A grown-ass adult and a child. Yes, that is by all means pedophilia. But then I don't know what you want to call it, but it becomes even stupider because the second image is a 30-something-year-old adult with a 20-something 18-year-old adult, and it's like, do you not know what pedophilia is? You're just throwing that
A
word
law
around.
that a law against a 30-something-year-old having sex with a 20-something-year-old, I don't think any law like that would not pass constitutional muster, because if they're both adults, you really can't do a damn thing without a violation of a person's autonomy and their rights as a
Exactly,
human being.
and again, it's just these idiots. They don't know what CP is. I mean, yeah, the CP is by all means a minor, a child, and an adult. But these idiots, because they're so brain dead on soy milk and rainbow
Yeah,
colored hair products, they think being 30 years old, dating a 20-something-year-old is CP. When no, it's not.
it would be more. It would be more a lot. I think that would be more of the age of consent laws, which I think are a different thing. Like the issue is that what they want to do is that they're basically just like Jack Thompson and stuff, but except from a left wing from a more Marxist perspective. And this is the problem: is that it's basically the same ideology of why you can't have any decent video games in China, for example. It's why they're censoring all the games in China. It's the same ideology that's coming over here.
Oh, what's funny about that is I've seen someone post this. In China, you can have sexy, but it has to be an animal, an anthropomorphic, feminine-looking animal, because there's plenty of games like that, and it's like that's the loophole.
Yeah, that's pretty, and that's the kind of ideology that they're trying to put in here. And the thing is that unlike China, unlike China, you still have young people here that know what it was like before these SJWs took everything over. So they're trying to do it faster. They realize that because of how the constitutional republic is, they have to do it within a certain time frame, like say a presidential term, or So I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to do everything as much damage as they can within the 4 years that Creepy Joe is in office, so that they can collapse everything and then rise up as this communist dictatorship. And I think that they know that they have to do it before the 2022 midterms, or they're not going to make it. This infrastructure bill, all the spending is to make prices inflate, to collapse everything.
Yeah.
So that they can swoop in and take over.
Okay, let's see what
Exactly.
Black Gamer actually has to say on Twitter. I'm kind of curious.
Hope you enjoy Florida, man, because there's Florida Chan.
Ooh, I gotta see this. I gotta do this.
Man, what the fuck is the
Florida Chan is the
LGBTI?
best. Oh, hell yeah. Friggin'
Florida, oh yeah, that's nice.
Better is
However,
wait, man, where's the link or what?
private chat.
It's in the private chat.
Okay.
I'm wondering. Yeah, that would be. I think that would win over the weebs. We just don't know what his opinions on artistic freedom are, so I'm not going to really back him on that aspect.
SJW.
Also, by the way, nice.
Oh, yeah.
But to be fair, let's start saying anime fans, because again, let's start saying anime fans, because we are anime fans. The word weeb is the word weeb is tainted by these disgusting, smelly, fat neckbeards that we all were speaking about yesterday, where they have that Asian file bullshit. It was like,
those people are the dumbest people on earth.
What pisses me off is also Cerno. I don't know if you've seen it in the KGE. Also, Cerno, I don't know if you've seen it in the KGE, but in the rant, I was talking about the whole how these Asian files and losers annoyed me and pissed me off and all. And CPU, apparently he's Asian, and also so is another individual. But so they're they agree with what I was saying. It's like these assholes try to sit there and like, oh, you're Japanese.
Yeah, they treat Asians like they're somehow different.
Exactly, and
They're people just like you and I.
And CPU finds it annoying because it's like, it's obnoxious to think that, oh, he's Asian, so he must have the family katana that was passed down
Yeah.
from generation to generation. Like, no, loser, it's not anime. I mean, we've already had this discussion where Japan
and heck,
is
not even all anime has that. So what the hell are?
Yeah, I mean, most
it's your cringy Naruto runners.
Yeah, exactly, and it's like,
I'm so sick of those fucking guys, and they typically are a bunch of trap house, ghetto project motherfuckers that always say, "Hey, yo, what up, bro? What up, bro?
Trap
You
house,
chaser, bro."
Oh yeah.
No, don't even say trap house, because that taints traps, and I don't want my Estavo tainted by
motherfucker. Not that kind of trap. Dude, listen. What I'm trying to say is,
okay. Don't actually taint Astolfo. You're not a taint Astolfo.
What the fuck are you talking about? I'm not talking about that kind
I was just saying. I wasn't.
No, guys. He's not talking about traps like me and any other fanboy. He's talking about legit traps, like a bear trap kind of trap.
I'm talking about those.
I was trying to.
Fucking yeah, you already know what I'm talking about.
Just move from the
You've seen the pictures online. You've seen them. I've never been there, but I've seen pictures of it online. Those
what the hell is a fucking trap house?
Oh my god, you don't want to fucking.
You don't want to know.
It's a fucking goddamn. It exists in the project areas. You should look.
Oh wait a minute! I heard of the trap house. I was watching these creepy YouTube videos, and the guy was he said something about the trap house. It's like a drug thing, right?
Yeah, I looked it up online. That's how I know what it is, because of the fucking internet. So pretty much,
basically a den of crack addicts and meth.
Yeah, those are the Naruto runners right there. Those fucking guys.
But no,
they want to dress like Naruto and shit like that. They want to say, "Hey, yo, bro." Is one of these fucking assholes on YouTube like Slick Goku and all those fucking dickheads.
But like I was saying before though, like these are the idiots that make us look bad. Like we know what Japan is. We know it's not paradise. We know it's got many, many, many issues from school to work to black company, etc., etc. We know the reality. Now, if we go to Japan, I'm pretty sure I can speak for all of us when I say, when we go to Japan, we're going to be on our best fucking behavior. Like, we're going to use manners. We know not to stand in the middle of the street, because that is, bad manners. We know to be quiet on the subway. We know how to act, right? Or at least if you don't, look on YouTube on proper etiquette and make sure that it's an actual person that either A, lives in Japan, or B, is Japanese, and not some fucking unseen ballsack motherfucker, aka unseen Japan, who still, to this day, can't please his wife.
Yeah, the unseen Japan guy, he's a colonizer.
Yes, he is.
He's
trying to change colonizers. He's trying to basically bring Western ideals into Japan and basically change them into woke. Basically make them woke from within. By making having a few Japanese people, if he can convince them, they'll spread their. Basically, he's trying to convert them to another culture, and that to me is basically colonizing.
Yeah, Mr. A, read Taylor's message. The "Hey, Mr. Anime 343. Can you request the Ruby YouTuber Unicorn of War or Thomas Vacora? I hope I said that name right. Had most lost videos. I just unsubscribed.
Huh?
I'm not reading that again.
Huh?
Basically, I don't really subscribe to those guys because basically, Ruby actually just went downhill for me after Volume 3, after Montium's death.
Oh my!
I mean,
fucking
God!
These dudes literally listen. These Death Battle fag boys, they actually believe that Ruby can actually fucking match Devil May Cry or Avatar.
Oh, I don't care. Like I said, I hate all death battles. It's stupid.
Yeah,
It sucks.
Ruby
Death battles.
died when Monty Ohm died.
Listen, man, Ruby
Like I
is
said,
fucking trash. This is SJW bullshit. It should not be fucking praised whatsoever.
That's what happens when a company takes it over. The
Seriously,
corpos took it over.
I wanted to reboot this series so bad. I actually still have concepts for it. So if you want to see
yeah,
it, sure.
we
Oh,
actually
nice.
brighter ideas.
And what's funny is that it got sold to a fucking telecom company, AT&T.
Real?
At one
Yeah,
point,
I
at
know.
one point.
Really?
Man, they should
Whoa,
just give Ruby to someone like me.
Go ahead.
I know. For whatever reason, the LGBT community is fucking trending. I don't know why. I do want to. It brings me to one point. I seen this earlier in this month. Apparently, the LGBT if they want to say, well, not the LGBT, but it's the woke rainbow neckbeard basement dwelling losers with the man boobs the size of truck tires. But these idiots, they want to sit there and say that October is LGBT History Month. And it's like, first of all, I want to say this. Shut up. This is October. It's time for spooky. It is Inktober, not Blacktober or Thistober or Whattober. It is Inktober. Stop, with the little woke bullshit. And secondly, not everything is about the LGBT. Side note, I'm bisexual, and even I'm saying this. So that should at least tell you something. And I guarantee you that Dee Dee will also vouch when I say shut up and stop pandering to us. Even Vevna would also say shut up and stop pandering to us.
Thank you.
Damn, I'm just wondering where the fuck the Cenobites are during Echo? Ew! What the fuck?
What?
And I don't know what's going on with the website because basically it kind of echoes from time to time. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, where the fuck are pinheaded pals? I want to see them fling a bunch of rainbow monkey fucks.
Exactly.
Hold on,
Just fucking get rid of these.
hold on. I think I might have an answer for you, Matt. In order to actually summon Pinhead, you need to actually solve his puzzle box. Because basically,
Yeah,
once
but
you
if we
solve the
solve
puzzle
it, we're
box,
dead.
that's when you summon Pinhead.
The box.
Yeah.
But we're fucked though. Remember?
Yeah,
If
I'd like these rainbow monkey fucks to solve that puzzle box.
Dude, you know how stupid these fucking rainbow neckbeard losers are? It would take them forever to figure it out.
If they happen to get it right accidentally, I mean, shit.
Also, Cheddar brings a question. I had a question. Korean and Japanese animations were look different. To tell you honest with you, they do have their own different styles.
Yeah.
And I mean, I still gotta say they both are good. I know Project Eve is Korean, and oh my god, she looks so damn awesome. And that's the only reason why I probably would buy the PS5. Because other than that, it's a middle finger to these Wokies who, mind you, have an issue with a beautiful woman. Like if she looks like a ma'am, just walking in saying, "Me am a lady. You call me pronouns they, ma'am, and he."
I know what you're referring to. I know what you're referring to when that guy was in GameStop. He was like, "It's ma'am!" Like, dude, you're
Oh
a
my
fucking
god,
dude.
that guy.
Abby
dude
Zilla.
was basically.
Let's just put it as Abby Zilla. Okay?
Mom! But all right.
Nah, man. Even Abby doesn't look as ugly as that dude at GameStop.
I know, it's just that
I'm sorry.
That's why I prefer Man
I'm
Bear
sorry,
Pig.
man. That dude was ugly. He didn't look close to no female. The dude put on little girl clothes, and he went up there, and people was like, "Oh, can I help you, sir?" It's ma'am. Like, get the fuck out of here. Ugh.
Yeah, that's why I prefer Man Bear Pig, dude. Because
I know, go check his sword though.
He was drinking too much.
Man,
His system is his blood type should be called soy milk or S. Soy milk.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. He's a little bitch.
Yeah, the only
I would love to see you say that to his face. I would love to see you say that to his face. See if he starts acting up.
Man, I will backhand the little bitch ass. Like, humble yourself, mother. And oh god, could you imagine if he said, "Oh my god, you're a cis male"? Like, bitch, I eat the coochie and suck the fanboy dick.
We didn't need to know that information.
Sometimes, Dino, you gotta learn to read the room.
I am the room.
Oh!
Counter. What room?
You know what? Fuck it.
Wait a minute. I thought Mr. Anime was the room.
I don't fucking care. I'm gonna piss off some people.
But as soon as
wait a minute, what's up with the whoa, that's are those freaking tribal designs?
Yes, the shirt, yes.
Yes.
Oh,
it's a jacket with comic book panels on it, pretty much.
Let it roll on some Wokies.
Oh, now I see what it is.
The Abigail sweater.
Oh, that's gonna definitely piss off the Twitter Puritans.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't really care.
You know what? What we need is a convention where kids are not allowed. Because then there would be no reason that they couldn't say "think of the chillins" to ban the sweaters.
There's
In fact,
because that's what they used to ban the sweaters. They think of the chillins.
Yeah, I'm sick of that.
Yeah, what's funny is they think of the children, all right. That's why they
a little too much.
Yeah, exactly. They do.
And by the way, mind you, when Dave Chappelle made the little trans joke, they had a hissy fit. They rioted and everything. But when Netflix decided to show cuties, they didn't say jack shit.
Yeah,
what does that tell you?
Because they too busy with that lotion and that tissue. That's what they was too busy doing while it was looking at.
I want to tell you something funny. A lot of these aunties will say, like saying, well, if you're defending this, then that must mean you're defending cuties too. It's like, no, because cuties actually used real underage minors. That's the problem.
Exactly. A cartoon character doesn't exist.
Right. There's a fundamental difference there that these people either ignore intentionally, which I think is actually the case, or they're just stupid.
I was trying to make you vote.
What they fucking are.
Yeah, they intentionally ignore that difference because they want to make it seem like it's the same thing, even though there's a fundamental difference that they do not want to acknowledge.
Because
that makes cuties much worse.
Yeah. Also, Taylor X2000 says, "Abby, it's ma'am now to dead Joel's body."
Pretty much.
Oh my god, man!
And now, like I said before, what it is they want to get the attention on us. Us anime fans who may or may not like Rodicon. It's not my thing, but it is what it is. If you like it, go for it. So, again, I support all desires as long as said desires is not something that is legit CP or real bestiality or any of that shit.
Right.
Those are
I'm not with the furry bullshit at all.
Those are the exceptions. I mean, if you're a furry, then go for it. But again, fucking real animals is an absolute no-no for obvious reasons. But it's just they want the attention on us while they sit in their parents' basements and watch
kind of
cuties and make their own cuties.
Ugh, I don't even want to think about that last one. But the funny thing is that I've seen people like furries on Twitter openly doing stuff to their animals. I've reported it and blocked them like immediately. And it's like,
yeah, anyone who says,
they rank on. They rag on
Yeah.
us, and they're the ones. They've been doing that to their animals a lot more than the few sparse cases of someone getting caught with lolicon that has
And
somehow
we-
also done.
Yeah,
And when it comes-
that's why the furry community fucking pisses me off, because they go like, anime is cringe, yet they're
A
engaging.
few weeks later, they are arrested for
Cringe bullshit.
evidence.
And what's
Sorry, I didn't hear what Silent Joker said.
Yeah.
No,
Oh.
it's like
This
pizza.
is actually from a book called Fetchy Sketch.
nice?
Get on anime,
But like, I mean, like,
arrested
what,
for having
like one thing,
actual-
All you see is a hammer smashing down on the stream, ban hammer, because he
Yo, how
showed
about
that.
no, let's ban these fucking wokies. How about that instead?
No, they'll keep
Yeah,
coming
they
back.
go.
Yeah,
The Wokies run the platforms. That's one of the big problems. 'Cause
I
they're located all
guarantee
located
you-
in California.
I guarantee you, if they ban Mr. A for showing, hot babes, mind you, this isn't being, he's not getting money or anything. But if he was banned for that shirt and showing us, hot babes and boobs and stuff, I bet you, if there was a neckbeard, let's call him Wokey. If Wokey had a YouTube channel talking about little boys, nothing would happen.
yeah.
Pretty much. That's how it is.
Little boys, yeah. Oh,
I think
the only reason.
I think we call him Butterball.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. I think there's one
Don't-
person who could
don't
probably get
start,
away.
man. Don't start with the butterball or butter jokes.
Listen,
Don't even start.
There's one thing one person that could get away with that, and that would be Joe Biden himself.
Yeah.
Well, he's got away with a bunch of
don't
pedophile shit. So
Exactly.
So did all of them. They rape, kill, torture children all day. Every day. That's what they do. Yeah, they all do. I'm convinced.
Remember that one video where he's legit being creepy as hell, complimenting on a little girl, and
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and he sniffed on the motherfucker, and that was just really fucking creepy. I don't even.
and
Why do you
here's
think?
the
Why do you
thing.
think there's?
People want to say Biden's a better person than fucking Trump. Like,
Netflix
really?
put disclaimers on Dave Chappelle specials. This is pissing me off. Really?
Yeah, but at least it's still up. Because we know that what they want to do is they want to remove his specials entirely. That's what the Wokies want. They want to outright censor.
Is he keeps getting too many high view counts, so that's a win for us.
Okay, we
Yeah,
should just call.
Like
we
if
should
it
just
doesn't
call
slow down,
Netflix Stagflix.
if the disclaimers don't work, they're probably going to end up just removing it entirely. And if I was a Netflix subscriber, I would demand a fucking refund if they did that.
Also, guess what? If they do, get rid of Dave Chappelle's special, mind you, they still have cuties up.
Exactly.
So again,
If anything
the
needs
hell?
to be removed, that one needs to be removed, and I think the federal government should order them to remove it. Cuties.
I mean, in the state of Texas, hold on. In the state of Texas, there is a lawsuit happening, but it's just taking a long time for updates. So
I think at that point,
it's
cuties
taking
will
a
be
long
just
time
too
for updates because
normalized
they're
for
looking
any
at
action to
TV
take.
too much.
Oh, guys. One at a time.
well, I mean, that's
Yeah.
good. That
pretty good question. What if Neil Cuckman makes a video game about Abby as the good guy and Ellie as villain during Joe Biden's apocalypse with zombies is to replace the anarchists?
The one problem. Look,
Oh boy, that would be a horrible fucking game.
That would be the worst game ever.
No, the worst
Zero-
game ever
zero
is
out of 10.
Superman 64.
The Last of Us Part 2 is
Gone Eternal.
L.
wait, hold on, guys. So they wanted to say something.
Helen back, and they're already propping up as Game of the Year. When Ghost of Tsushima should actually be freaking Game of the Year, period. Because basically,
Yes.
it won the
Triple A Ghost? Yeah. Ghost of Tsushima definitely deserves Game of the Year.
Actually, you know what? You know what, guys? It is game of the year.
He won the fan game of the year. That's what really counted at the end. The fans voted Ghost of Tsushima
I mean,
part 2.
fuck Neil Cuckman. Like, he is just like Unseen Japan, where he's just a sad, baldest loser whose wife is getting some good dick on the side.
The woke of us.
Exactly, because The Last of Us Part 2 is by far one of the worst games ever created, ever conceived. Basically, give us Senran Kagura any day of the week. In fact,
Yes.
bring back Marvelous, bring back all the sexy women, bring back all the fun,
Yeah.
bring back the violence, bring back all the good Japanese games, so we can enjoy something.
What needs to happen is Marvelous needs to break it off. Needs to break it off with Sony. Marvelous needs to stop renewing their contracts with Sony, and instead have Senran Kagura 7 be a PC developed game on PC hardware, and just port it to other consoles. Like, they couldn't port it to Sony, but they could port it to maybe the Switch and maybe Xbox. But
And while we're on the same subject of Marvelous, how about give us some Daemon X Machina 2?
Yeah, give us some good games and leave Sony, because the only thing that Sony is looking at is diverse games where they can have mams and other ugly ass characters to masturbate to.
Yeah, and they're not gonna. Nobody's gonna buy that bullshit.
And here's the thing. And here's the thing. If you're gonna make a VR title, do not make it anything like, if you're gonna make anything that's sexy, do not sign any exclusivity deals, because look what Facebook did to Resident Evil 4.
And
it was Facebook's decision.
It's just like what I said.
Gamebook needs to get fucking deleted, and fuck Mark Zuckerberg.
I guarantee you, if a drag queen was flirting with a child, that it would be a-okay. But a grown-ass man flirting with a grown-ass woman, that's sexist and probably magic.
Yeah,
that's pretty much it.
Or like this, if a grown man was flirting with a little girl, crucify him. But if a grown woman is flirting with a little boy, he a real dude at an age of... Shut the fuck up!
Exactly.
Those double standards are nasty.
Damn right.
Yeah, man.
Don't you just love double standards?
Fucking hate double standards.
Yeah, that's absolutely fucked up.
I abhor double standards. Like,
I was being sarcastic.
But not for me kind of crap. The rules should be applied to everybody.
And by the way, notice how we men get the short end of the stick, right? Like, if we have a child with a woman, 9 times out of 10, the woman gets the child, we have to pay child support. And if we can't pay child support, we go to jail. But if she can't pay the child support, it's okay. You at least tried.
Yeah, let me pet your hand now. Suck my dick a little bit. Shut the... Like, I'm so fucking sick of this stupid fucking dumb ass fucking double standard.
They're trying to have cake and eat it at the same time. They want to be a strong type woman. No offense. I mean, you want to be a hardworking mother, that's fine. But you also want to have the kids at the same time. It's like
you want to
have cake and eat at the same time.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. And another problem is that, and then you have simps on the right wing as well. There's this one thing where there was this article where it said that artificial wombs might replace women, and this person was saying that they would start a civil war to stop the technology from ever happening. It's like, come on! I mean, as long as it was not government mandated, if it was optional or whatnot, that would be a way to make it so that women because that's the only way a man could ever have a child is if there was an artificial womb where they could avoid all the child support bullshit, all this and that, and all this other kind of bullshit that.
Okay, let me say this right fucking now. Let me say this right motherfucking now. That's the problem. This world that we're living in, like I said in another stream, it has a lot to do with the ego. It's not really. Is how people is brought up. Is just certain things they've seen on TV. There's too much expectations. It's a lot about the ego, and it's a lot about money and all of that. Women will use their kids for a lot of shit, and like it's gotten to a point where people are relying on artificial things to get pleasure. That is the whole idea. That's what these elite motherfuckers
Right,
want.
but I don't want to put my neck out there and get screwed over by family courts and basically go to jail because I refuse to be fucking enslaved.
Yeah,
That's a
like
problem.
that's
They want the
bullshit.
woman to enslave us, and the government facilitates it.
And then in these people in power enslave women and all this bull. They make these types of women. They give them all these expectations, promise them money as long as you keep.
And then give them power backed by the government, and that's the problem. Get rid of child support, get rid of alimony. I think that it's about high time we say enough is enough. Enough of men getting screwed over by these family courts because they're unaccountable. They take the man's money so he can't appeal it. That's probably why these laws are even still in the books. They can't get up to the Supreme Court to be struck down. So I think we repeal them right now. We get rid of alimony. We get rid of child support because women have abused their power through the family courts for long enough.
Exactly.
And they should be in fucking jail because
Right.
like,
or at least get rid of the jail time. Like make it so that you cannot, because we're supposed it's a debtor's prison, and debtor's prisons are supposed to be illegal.
Yes.
Just make it so that the woman would have to sue instead of having make it civil, like a civil court, instead of taking men to jail and then having them put in this perpetual cycle where they can't pay. They try to get a job, they can't because they're always in jail, and then they're jailed again. It's like they're sentenced to 20 years in jail because that's almost what it is. It's enslavement. And if they mess up once, they can't, because of the cycle. They can't get a job, and then it puts them in a catch-22, and the legal system just doesn't care. That's why we have to repeal these laws, and the feminists can go fuck up, can just go shut the fuck up.
And one thing I want to throw out there too is, with that bullshit happening, this is why, along with many other reasons, why men have more suicide rates than women do. Because first of all,
Exactly.
men actually go through with the suicide. Women second guess. But whenever, notice how what always happens when a man, is emotional or commits suicide or whatever, it's turned into a joke like, oh, he was a weak man, he was a pussy, blah, blah, blah. But when a woman does self-harm or commits, they get that neck-beard energy as, my poor lady.
yeah, but what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? What is this world coming to? What is it?
by the way, guys,
This is why I trust my boy Cosmo all the time. I've yearned for true gender equality. I have no patience for one who talks about female privilege when it suits them, and then complains about someone not being a man when it's convenient.
There you go. Like, massive props to my boy Cosmo.
Guys. Matt had something to say. Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, I really gotta bounce. It's almost dinner time for me.
All right.
So nothing much for me. Just be excellent to each other and party the fuck on, dudes. And remember, Unseen Chungus, this is your home.
Where your wife can meet a better man with a real
Okay,
dick.
adios,
Send them to
muchachos.
Chicago.
Later.
Yeah. Anyway.
But I
Yeah,
know what I was.
Oh, you
Well,
can
go
go.
ahead, Senna. Oh, okay. But like I was saying though, no, it's just these double standards. It always affects us men the most. And of course, the women will say, bullshit. Every time we men don't show emotions, why don't you show emotion? Okay, when we do show emotion, oh my god, why are you showing emotion? Are you weak and a sissy little bitch? Like we can fucking win. Right?
And this is why I think that the things like the Violence Against Women Act and all that, all it does is it gives women more power over men, backed by the government, and so the women can do whatever the fuck they want. But as soon as a man does the same exact thing, they go to prison.
If you get rid of the government you already know what's going to happen to the women, right? If you get rid of the government, those
It
men.
depends. No, it depends. Like if the women who have abused their power for all this time, they're gonna get it. But I think the ones that are that actually aren't that way, they might make it just fine. Like I wouldn't hurt a woman who didn't try to do all that shit.
I know
mean,
that.
you
I
know,
was
The specific ones that have done all this stuff, like the ones who have done it, who have done this shit to men by abusing their child's, like the ones who are online being all welfare queen while their ex is on the street getting arrested all the time and all their money goes to her. Those are the kinds of women that I think would really suffer.
And
Those
they
kinds of
should.
women.
Another
Those
example.
who abuse the government power.
Oh, guys. If I can actually interject here, I actually have a perfect example for that, and that would be Zoe Quinn and what she did to Alec Holokwa.
Exactly. It's women like her that would suffer the most because they wouldn't have their government. They wouldn't have daddy government backing them up anymore.
And that'd be fantastic. I mean, it's just like, again, the government has this neck beard little simp ass energy where if a woman does anything, either be hit a man or abuse a man in any way, they just slay queen, you can't do it. But when a man steps up and says no more, no, you can't hit me, lady. Me,
No,
lady.
yeah, like what the fuck, man? You can't hit her, let her hit you first. Okay, then you die too. What? Cut his fucking head off with your simp ass. Get the fuck out of here and go to hell.
Exactly. It reminds
Get
me of this
fucked with
one
a big
video
foot.
I seen. It reminds me of this one video I seen. This woman was slapping this man, against the wall, unprovoked, mind you, and everyone was just standing around like a bunch of idiots. And as soon as the man stepped forward, everyone was like, hold up, no, wait a minute, hold up. Where was that energy when she attacked him?
Exactly. And
And
the
then you
thing
got
is,
these simp ass cops running around just arrested. Hey, you hit her, you gotta go to jail. You simp faggot. Get out of here.
honestly, that is why I do not back the blue. In fact, I agree with defund the police. Just get rid of all the firearms laws.
Wait. See, that's the problem. There's too many lazy ass police, and there's too many lazy ass people working at these departments, and too many people not doing their job. You need to hire people that's really gonna call this shit out and literally. You gotta freaking have real people that's really going to protect and serve this country.
My uncles are literal proof of this. I have like 4 uncles who've all worked at the police force for such a very long time. They're all retired now, and they're living proof that they've protected and served this country versus these lazy ass ones that are always popping up on the news all the time. A few bad apples fall from the tree and are just the worst examples out there.
And this is all the government and the elites, man. They're all doing this shit. They are the ones.
Well, consider the fact that the police are also the ones who enforce dumbass laws that really shouldn't be on the books. Honestly, I think it's about time we start holding people. The cops are just foot soldiers for the government. We should hold them responsible for what the government does because they're in on it. They're the foot soldiers actually doing what the government's ordering them to do. So if someone is being screwed over royally and they decide to fight back and a few cops die, I have no sympathy. Because those cops should have quit when that order was. They should have said, "No, I ain't following that order. Here's my badge. Here's my gun. I'm quitting." They should just quit their job rather than the government. The government is the real problem, and they're foot soldiers. They're being just order-following foot soldiers.
And the movies show it all the time. They have these cops really dumb. They don't believe anything. They're naive, and they always get killed by the serial killer. I'm like, motherfucker, Hollywood is in on this shit too. They never show the police officer actually protecting and serving. They never show the good ones. Why is that? Dude, everything is a fucking setup. I don't trust shit, Sarno. I don't. Yeah. I don't.
I know, but the thing is I'm just tired of the fact that people are willing to do the most atrocious things and enforce the most atrocious laws because the government ordered them to.
I mean, here's the thing, sir. You gotta think. The news, first of all, is the biggest evil in
Right.
any country,
Right.
but it only shows you when the cop does an evil deed. How many times will you ever
Hold on,
see
I'll be
a
right back.
good
Right.
cop?
I'm not talking
What?
about those situations. I'm talking about the times where the cops are ordered to like to arrest based on some dumb like the Eric Garner case. I have no sympathy for the fact that people hate that cop's guts because the law he was going to enforce is bullshit to begin with.
Well, what is the case? I don't know.
Eric Garner, that case where a guy was apparently shot because he was resisting or something. All he was doing was just selling individual cigarettes because and it was he was charged under they were going to get him because of a tax law.
Well,
It was
to be
tax
fair,
law they were gonna haul him in over.
yeah.
And they were willing to kill someone over a fucking tax law. Instead of backing the fuck off and quitting their fucking jobs.
I mean, and here's the thing. One thing I've also thought that, because what really pisses me off, is the wokies will only make you believe it's the white cop killing the black cop, but
Right.
but
that's not exactly it. It's not just even if they were to have arrested him, I would still think that cop was a bad person because the law itself is immoral.
Oh no, it is. By all means, it is. But you also got to think how many times has a cop killed a white person as well. They didn't want to tell you that on the
Right.
news because it doesn't
Exactly.
suit their
Like
stupidity.
the race has nothing to do with it. Why I'm mad at even if it was a white person being arrested, it doesn't matter. It does not matter because the fact is that the law was the thing is what you have to realize is that when you pass a law, you're saying don't do this or we'll kill you is basically what
Hey,
the
guys.
government is saying.
Really,
And,
Shadow?
but yeah, I mean, I told you what you're coming from though, and I just want to say though, like, yeah, not all cops are evil and shit, and it's the government
Right.
that really,
The
controls
thing
that.
is that true though? Because the ones who no, I don't think you can really say whether a cop is good or bad until something happens. Like you don't know because are they willing to follow orders that are clearly immoral? Like I think that the problem is that these cops do things that even if it racks their conscience, they'll still do it if the government orders them to. That is the problem I'm having.
Yeah, and I totally get what you're coming from. And I mean, one thing, like, it's not even about arresting, people for stupid thing. Like, did you know? It is. I don't know if it's in the cities or what, but it is illegal to collect rainwater. The
Exactly.
government.
And a cop that tries to enforce orders for that law are just as evil because they are doing the bidding they're doing the bidding of a dumb law that does nothing to protect people. It's a dumb law that does not protect anyone. Therefore, I think that any cop who actually goes to enforce that is just as evil and has no sympathy from me if something happens to them while enforcing on that kind of call. They would just have no sympathy from me.
But I mean, our issue with cops is way different than the wokies' issues with cops because they just hate them because they have this image of them being just evil, bloodthirsty, racist, or whatever. We have an issue with them because like I was saying, the government orders them, and like good little doggies, they do it.
Right. Like for example, like there are good cops out there. Like for example, the sheriffs that said that they would refuse to enforce certain gun laws, like those because they realized that it would violate the Second Amendment, and the ones who were I think there was other sheriffs and stuff. Like I think there was this one sheriff who said he wouldn't enforce the vaccine mandates.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Those are the good cops. The ones who are not just blind order followers.
Yeah, there you go. Like, I mean, we at least can separate the good from the bad. The
Right.
Wookiees, on the other hand, just groups them all together, thinking
Right.
that they're all bloodthirsty and shit. That's what
Right.
separates
But
us
I don't.
from
It's not the
them.
fact. Like it's not the fact that they. I think it's more the fact that they. It's like the actual like the police that I'm like unlike BLM and them. I think the police are more of accomplices rather than the actual perpetrators. Instead, the actual perpetrators are the legislatures that always pass these dumb laws. But good luck getting them. It's all corrupt. Like the legislatures are the ones that need to be ousted, and the only way to do that is to vote in people who are sane into
What happened to
office.
Silent Joker?
I think he's got his bathroom or something.
Yeah, he actually had to step in. He said he'll be back. And okay, basically, I do appreciate you being here, Gordon. You actually have to be either part of our Twitter group or our Discord server. So
yeah, they had a few problems with someone. Yeah.
that's just
that's
how far we're gonna say that, and including having somebody trying to actually troll us and trying to get us removed off of Twitter.
Yeah, we've been
They
good.
tried to deliberately with their icon. They set their icon to something inappropriate and tried to get to deliberately get it so to where, and like he had to delete a couple of streams because of it.
Yeah, and not only do we talk about comics here, we also talk about like anime. We also talk about video games. We also talk about like other fun stuff that isn't political and stuff like that. I mean,
well, unfortunately, it did get political.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Oh, by the way, I do want to throw something.
Stuff, so
I'm sorry.
Also, I do want to throw something out. Like, next time, I do my stream and stuff, let's not do like we did last stream because that was getting way too political and stuff. Like, I really didn't want to, do it. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
No,
we all need to actually do something because it's like what David Della Rocco said in the opening of Boondock Saints 2. It's actually excuse me, I had a burp there. But here's the thing: there are two types of people in this world. You got your talkers, and then you got your doers. You got the talkers. All they got is talk. And that's what these Wokies are. Well, when all is said and done, it's the doers who change the world, and that's us.
Actually,
we're trying.
No. What I was gonna say was the Wokies aren't the talkers; they're the readers.
Yeah, exactly.
True.
But also, so which one are you? Are you just gonna sit there and talk about it, or are you just gonna get up and do something about it? I'm actually more of a doer because basically, I'm trying to actually make YouTube content that actually tries to open people's minds, not try to be so close-minded. And
just
I want
do it.
Everybody, including you guys, to have your own opinions. I mean, I actually have my own opinions. It's okay if you actually
in my
want
opinion, it's not worth insulting someone over an opinion.
Yeah, just do it. Do let your dreams be dreams. Get up and do it.
Amen to that,
dude. Okay, that's a good move.
But here's the thing. We all need to stand up for what we believe in. Whether it's actually anime, whether it's video games, whether it's comic books, whether it's manga, whether it's TV shows. If it actually kicks your interest, then support it. Show support, by watching it, by buying it, by consuming it. We're not the ones that are actually the istophobes here. No, it's the SJWs because they're the ones that are forcing their views onto us. Because at the end of the day, it all just shows that these people don't care anything about, freaking their own personal issues.
Oh, by the way, guys, I want to talk to you. Sorry to change the subject, but I want since they are here. Granted, I kind of wish Gigi was here too, but I got my VTuber OC idea. Want to hear it?
All right.
Mm-hmm.
No, Neo, you okay, man?
No, I'm just thinking about something. I'm actually doing something right now. I'm trying to look for something. That's all. Like you said, and also I want them to stop making so much fucking noise. But yeah.
Alright, man. Alright. Nah, just want to make sure you're cool, man. But alright. Anywho, so now, as you know, I like yokai, Japanese mythology, and I'm going to go with the Sanada Ona, aka Icicle Woman. And you know what she is okay. So here's how the myth starts. There was a very lonely and desperate man. Yes, that's a part of the actual text. I didn't just make that up. A lonely, desperate man who wanted a girlfriend. And due to him living in, 1600s or whatever, there's no such thing as waifus. So he had to make a wish. And one day an icicle became a beautiful woman. And so, he had a girlfriend, but then, spring was right around the corner, and she, just like Frosty the Snowman, had to yeet on out of there because, hot plus ice doesn't go together. So, she left without telling him, and he thought, okay, I guess she's gone. But the next winter, homeboy got a girlfriend, like a real human girlfriend. He got some coochie. So mad props.
Uh-oh. I know where this is going.
Oh no, no one dies in this. See, she comes back, sees this, is disheartened, and runs away. So don't worry. This is the one few time where no one dies. She isn't like the Koshisaki Ona where she asks you, "Am I pretty?" and if you say yes or no, you still die. But so anywho, the Isaac, yeah, I'm basing it on the Isaac woman. I'm gonna go for a female model. I decided not to do the femboy idea. I decided to just go full female, and I'm gonna have the gothic Lolita outfit, and my hair is still gonna be the same hair that my OC has. The side ponytail look. Now, I do need to make sure that it is somewhat icicle related. So I might do is like have some icicles like form on the forehead, or maybe I can make my hair look like icicles, like how an icicle looks, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But my name I decide will be Icy Nevermelt.
Oh, nice. Now, I really want to do like my own
Yeah.
I also think I want to do my own VTuber persona as well, but I was actually thinking of having her like
I think the whole VTuber boom is starting to come to a crest, though.
Yeah.
I think it's starting, like the hype around is starting to peak, which actually is a good thing because I think we have too many trend hoppers in the community anyway.
Yeah, that way we can, get rid of them. But I mean, Serena, what do you think?
I mean, it sounds nice, I guess.
Now, I'm also thinking for the whole I don't know what it's called, but Don has Don leaves and Guragar has my shrimps and all that. I'm
Yeah.
thinking of calling all of you either A, my little ice cubes, or B, my little frostbites. Which one sounds cooler? No pun intended.
Ice cubes, I guess. It sounds cuter.
Okay. Alright then. Well, next year, in January, I'm going to be changing my name from Lord Dionysus to Icy Nevermelt. Now, I mean, granted, you can still call me Dionysus if you want. I don't mind, but
I
if you
prefer
still,
calling you Dionysus. So
alright then. I mean, to be fair, Dawn kind of does the same thing with a lot of her followers too, like BB and them.
Oh yeah, that one. That one. That one's interesting.
Yeah.
Baby's interesting.
I prefer just sticking with Mr. Anime 343 because that's my persona. That's kind of like my thing. You know,
Well,
I'm
yeah,
not
for me-
My persona is at a peak right now, since I was the Soulless Spectre 78. Since my my name was kind of
I see
inspired
you,
by
Gordon.
my name was kind of inspired by horror characters a la Freddy Krueger or Pennywise. Wanted to be more like a
the
horror
clown.
character, a supernatural horror character. That's kind of where I got the Soulless Spectre idea, but I'm slowly but surely becoming an edgelord. So it's Soulless Spectre just doesn't sound right anymore. So I went with the Bleeding Shadow, the Edgelord to end all Edgelords.
Oh gosh, you're right. Edge.
hold on,
Oh, is that Shadow the Hedgehog inspiration there?
Actually, kinda, but not really.
Speaking of edgelords, Neo, if you're still there, dude. Did you see that video that I sent you and Matt? The whole edgelord horror story for D&D. I'm pretty sure it's not here, but anywho, like
I read it.
Oh, we're not ready. You can watch it, but yeah, like I absolutely love the edgelords in Dungeons and Dragons because they're so hilarious. They got the whole entire I stand next to the wall with my back against it, crossing my arms and looking soullessly at you. Oh, edgy like, oh my god, dude, you're so fucking lame and hilarious. Like they're trying to be Shadow the Hedgehog or Vegeta, but they're failing because they don't realize what makes those characters awesome isn't the whole leaning against the wall with your arms crossed and looking like you're pissed off.
Besides,
The only ones I actually truly hate, only because it makes us look bad, is the weeaboo.
Yay!
Yeah, sorry about that. Go right ahead.
Oh hey, after you're done, can I go next?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
sure.
on.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yes, sir.
who's next?
I'll go next. Anyways, some other ideas I had before Soulless Spectre or Blood Shadow was the guitarist minigunner, where it's pretty much a skeleton using a guitar minigun.
Ooh.
It was supposed to be badass in my mind, but yeah. Another name I wanted to go for was Creepy Lolly.
Oh,
Oh, that would have pissed off a bunch of people.
Yes, that would have been absolutely amazing.
That would have pissed off so many people.
Yes,
And it would have pissed off the right people.
What's about Sony censorship on anime and no? Yeah, fuck the censorship on anime.
But in all
Yeah,
seriousness, the Creepy Lolly would just be something like straight out of a horror film.
The Creepy Lolly.
And her head would like turn sideways until it's upside down.
Damn.
Oh,
creepy.
that kind of creepy thing, like kind of like what you see in ghost movies.
All of a sudden, her eyes go black, and then she attacks with a knife.
Those are the motherfuckers you shoot.
Yeah, basically kind of like some kind of Resident Evil, nightmarish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like something like the Ring Girl.
Yeah.
That's Ring.
Sadako. Her name is Sadako.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually pronounced Sadako, though. In fact, Jason Plans Sportsman actually doing videos about that, like where he actually talks about some of the the famous freaking Japanese urban legends like Hanako, like freaking Sadako, the Kuchisaki, the Hachisaku-sama that was actually originally.
Oh yeah, the 8 foot tall.
Lady Demetrius.
8 foot tall. That's scary.
That had a very
Hey, hold on.
wholesome anime hentai adaptation, by the way.
There you go. Don't forget the daughters. Don't forget the daughters, guys. Come on. Come on. Don't forget the
Are you
daughters.
referring to
Before
legendary?
Also, before anyone asks, yes, I used to hate lollies for some reason. Not because of the it's just I don't like to loot over them. But I have a soft
It's
spot
the
for lollies.
internet. What are you gonna do about it?
But nowadays I have a soft spot
Also,
for lollies, but I still don't loot over them, you know?
also,
Yeah,
Mr.
but I
A,
mean, it's the internet. What are you gonna do?
How about ILC Alucard?
That person is okay. Yes. She said not to go on
Wait,
Twitch.
so
There's hackers on that motherfucker.
Yeah, she's on another site now. She
It's
left
called
Yeah.
Twitch.
Trovo or something. Trojo or whatever the fuck it's called.
Trovo.
Trovo.
Troll, whatever. Trojo, whatever.
Oh, what the?
But yeah,
Like-
so you think we might need a
But anyway, basically, what I think, the thing is what I think that these people fail to realize is that the internet isn't just Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, etc. They think that's all that the internet is these big corporate sites that are controlled. The problem is that the internet is a lot more than that. Like you have so many websites that to actually crack down and get rid of people looting lollies, you'd literally have to shut down internet freedom as we know it and turn it into like a China style where everyone is identified. Like you could not have anonymity, you could not have a free and open internet basically.
Oh.
Because someone would open up a website and put art there.
Oh, also,
Exactly.
Mr. A,
You
I
see-
think it's kind of caught it. Mr. A, I think it's kind of caught it quincy. It's not only 8 o'clock my time, but it's almost been 2 hours. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
not just
Let's
that,
talk
but
you guys.
it seems like the vibe is kind of dying down a little bit. I don't know if it's just me, but it just sounds like the vibe is kind of, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
did
like
have
it's
a little
getting
bit of a
late
late
and we
start,
might be
though,
all
so-
tired and all. It's getting late and we might be all tired, so I guess like
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's get it front of the vibes out of the
All right,
way.
I'll start it
So,
off right now.
Dylan Joker's
Okay.
game on. You get the final
All right.
goodbye. You get the first one goodbye.
All right. Just nothing really to add. Just stay safe out there and anime for life.
yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Bleeding Shadow?
stick with the shadows because at the end of the day, the darkness is always with you.
Sarno?
Just keep cool and don't let these wokies get to you.
All right. Animix?
All I have to say is keep rocking the dragon, and also look out for these dumbasses because they're everywhere, and they can pop out at any moment, and it can ruin your day, and if not, your life.
Mm-hmm. Dio?
Beware, you're in for a scare next week. I will have 2 more creepy things to show you as my avatars before Halloween. Now, with that being said,
Can't wait because I love Halloween.
yeah, so do I.
Hell yeah.
Oh, also, Neo, I hope you've seen the YouTube video I tagged you in, the Edgelord horror
Yeah,
story.
I seen it. I was listening to it. That
Oh, okay, I didn't know if you seen it.
yeah, that was kind of crazy. I'll cut myself. Like, what the fuck?
I told you it was hilarious, but anywho. So, also, Unseen Dick, aka Unseen Japan. If your woman is ever looking for a real man, tell her Slappy has some wood just for her, which works a hell lot better than your limp dick ever will. And lastly, let your passions burn brightly.
Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all coming on and having fun with me. And actually, even though we couldn't have Dee Dee on board, but at the end of the day, we still actually had fun. We still actually got to piss off some freaking SJWs if possible. But as always, just remember these three things, guys. Respect the waifus, enjoy your fandoms, anime's freedom. And until the next one, this is Mr. Anime 343 saying, sayonara, everyone.
Deuces.
See you later, masturbator.